Where did it start? On February 12, 1909, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NAACP, was founded. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act was signed by President Johnson, prohibiting discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Black History Month was first initiated by Carter G. Woodson on February 7, 1926, although it was not officially celebrated until 1970. The idea of the holiday was originally proposed by black educators and students from Kent State University. In 1976, President Ford officially recognized February as Black History Month. This year is the 98th year that Black History Month is being celebrated. All over the world, people of color celebrate the achievements attained by African American leaders, civil rights activists, authors, professors, philosophers, and more. It is not our differences that divide us, it is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Audre Lorde.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, oh, glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, oh, glory. Now the war is not over, victory isn't won, but we'll fight on to the finish, and then when it's all done, we'll cry glory, oh glory, oh. We'll cry glory, oh glory, oh.
Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It take the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, oh,
me and Braylon are doing a poem called Slavery Then and Now. Slavery torched, killed, and raped. How could a law allow this to take place? Shackled with iron and sold, beaten in the midnight cold. Worked from dawn to dusk while people stared in disgust. They caused us so much pain for all the profit and gain. Slavery is such a horrible memory. It gave us so many enemies. It's an ugly page in our history. Why start is even a mystery. Douglas, Tubman, and Lincoln were all big parts of bringing slavery to an end.
But it hardly started to descend. Even after 1865, when slavery was abolished, we were still not accepted. In our hearts, they were demolished. It is now the 21st century, and I still see slavery all around me. We stand together to be seen. We stand together so nothing can get in between. Now in our nation, slavery has a bunch of new creations. A common one is human trafficking. All the parents are always panicking. When will we learn the answer isn't control? We all just need to work together as a whole.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. That we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, I like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Alright, I did 15 inspirational quotes by African Americans. My first one is, hate is too great a burden to bear. It injures the hater more than it injures the hated. This was said by Coretta Scott King. Coretta Scott King was an American author, activist, civil rights leader, and former wife of Martin Luther King Jr. Defining myself as opposed to being defined by others is one of the most difficult challenges I face. Carol Moseley Braun. Carol Moseley Braun is an American diplomat, politician, lawyer, and the first African American woman elected in the U.S. Senate. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. This was said by Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was an American poet, social activist, novelist, playwright, and one of the forefront runners for the Harlem Renaissance. Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble. John Lewis. John Lewis was a civil rights activist, politician, and one of the leaders of the Selma March. Truth is powerful and it prevails. This was said by Sojourner Truth. Sojourner Truth was an American abolitionist, activist for African American civil rights, and activist for women's civil rights. I am lucky that whatever fear I have inside me, my desire to win is always stronger. Serena Williams. Serena Williams is a former American tennis player, often said to be the greatest female tennis player of all time, and it's a big inspiration to African American women. You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Malcolm X. Malcolm X was an American Muslim minister and human rights activist who was seen as one of the leaders of the civil rights movement. A man without knowledge of himself and his heritage is like a tree without roots. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was an American comedian, actor, writer, activist, and social critic. In all things that are purely social, we can be as separate the fingers, yet one as the hand in all things essential to mutual progress. Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington was an American educator, author, and orator. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a civil rights activist most known for her role played in the Montgomery bus boycott. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Desmond Tutu. Desmond Tutu was a South African Anglican bishop and theologian. In recognizing the humanity of our fellow beings, we pay ourselves the highest tribute. Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall was an American civil rights lawyer and jurist who served as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm was an American politician and the first black woman to be elected to the United States Congress. If you know once you came, there is really no limit to where you can go. James Baldwin. James Baldwin was an American writer and civil rights activist. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was an American boxer and civil rights activist.
We did black music through history. First, we have 1925.
The Roaring Twenties was the new Negro movement. Louis Armstrong with What a Wonderful World.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Next, we have 1935.
This was the age of jazz. Teddy Wilson was a part of the first known interracial jazz group, the Benny Goodman Trio.
Now we have 1944.
Rosetta Tharpe. She gained popularity in the 1930s and 1940s with her gospel recordings, jazz and swing.
Next, we have 1956.
Nat King Cole, the first black star of a national TV show.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me.
Now 1961.
We have Ray Charles was a legendary figure in the music world. Being a blind pianist, songwriter, and singer wasn't the most common. He pioneered the genre of soul music during the 50s.
Next, we have 1963.
James Brown created new music that scarcely bore any connection to rhythm and blues. He created the new soul music.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl.
1973.
Reggae begins to insinuate its alluring rhythms, and the U.S. Jamaican music starts to rise, with introduction in the film The Harder They Come.
Why boasteth thyself, O evil man?
Now we have 1982.
Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys for his album containing Thriller.
You know, you make me feel so good inside. I've always wanted a girl just like you. Such a purity, pretty young thing. Ooh. Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there right away? Won't you, baby? Tenderoni, you got to be. Spot money, just sugar fly with me.
1992.
Whitney Houston gained traction for her rendition of Dolly Parton's song, I Will Always Love You, in The Bodyguard, and topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 14 weeks and won a Grammy.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way.
Next, we have 2010.
Beyonce is hailed as the best-selling artist of the 2000s, with 64 gold platinum certifications for her albums.
Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down.
2015.
Frank Ocean. With the stigma surrounding being gay in the black community, Frank Ocean's song made breakthroughs, even with people knowing he was bisexual. He won Artist of the Year by Attitude magazine for being dedicated to making and inspiring change and showing how diverse the LGBTQ+ community is.
Yeah. That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you showed me.
Next, 2018.
With 181 total awards, Rihanna was a hit maker and with her song Diamonds, she won a Billboard accolade for top R&B song.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky.
2020.
Tems has won 14 awards. She rose to prominence after being featured on WizKid's 2020 single, Essence, which peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Now 2022.
SZA first gained recognition through her self-released extended plays, which helped her become the first female artist to sign with Top Dog Entertainment.
I'm still a fan even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other, but know you happy. Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving.
2024.
We have Quentin Anderson. He attracts listeners with his interesting personality and his unique way of expressing himself through his music.
Black Lives Matter, man. Hey. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it, man? I'ma just go ahead and get my message out there for y'all who wanna hear it. I'ma just talk about that bigger picture. I know I ain't perfect, I know I'm a sinner, but man, I got dreams of becoming a winner. It's all about your soul, so I look at my inner. I look at my heart, where do I start? We gotta end this, everybody play a part. We gotta unite, we just gotta make our mark. We got little kids scared of playing at the park. Then we moved on, we just letting it happen. No, we can forget about back in the day. 2020, rise havoc. It's my mind, I got something to say. We can be equal, I open my heart. Hopefully I survive so I can see the day. This is real. You know people get killed, man. Life not a game, so you better not play. Man, it's the same hard kind, gotta fight for equality. No one gon' talk about it and it's gon' bother me. They used to have us on sale, we was property. This for the people who grew up in poverty. I think they really owe us an apology. Say that I'm wrong, he must have audacity. I messed up, man, audacity. I messed up, man, audacity. I messed up, man, audacity. Killings and murders, we live through tragedies. Look up to God, if I don't, then that's blasphemy. Paving the way for us, I got a strategy. I'm speaking facts for you can be mad at me. I'm seeing these murders and killings inside of me. We breaking our people apart, that's catastrophe. Man, they ain't even hearing me though. For our people, man, I got a message. Get on my chest, I ain't even gon' cuss. Police brutality, that been a thing for us up in the past. If you reach, they gon' buzz. Woke up and prayed to see under the day, and I'm glad we okay, man. It's Jesus we trust. We blaming the police, okay, man, that's true. If we look in the mirror, we gon' see that it's us. You feel me? We done did the bill and movement, all that. But we the problem too. We gotta stick together and look out for one another on some real stuff. We gotta stop fighting one another, we gotta stop killing one another, you feel me? We gotta really just do our thing, we gotta unite as one, don't wanna see us together. Cause we dominant as a force, we dominant as a unit, man. Elephant in the room that we gotta acknowledge, stop killing each other, man, that's black on black. Let's work together and go make some money and we can all eat and just go make a stack. Yo, part of my steak, you done make it quick, but you don't know when it's your time, always watch your back. They gon' say that young V-Lum just capping, how am I capping, man, that is a fact. Police guns, pulling them triggers, no, I'm not done, how did you figure? Man, we dying like we eating dinner, they probably ain't even get that bar. Just gotta stop and we gotta be quick, man, let's go make money, we gotta get rich. Police throwing shots at us just for some liquor. Look, baby, we gotta see the bigger picture, man, I'm gone. I hope y'all enjoyed that song, you feel me? I just had to go ahead and tell my little stuff. This don't even gotta do a race for real, it's a people message. Everybody gotta make a change, man.
Thank you all for sitting and enjoying our video. Thank you for Mr. Mosley for helping us out and everybody who participated. I hope y'all enjoyed it.